is just because of how awesome I am. That's the correct. You notice I had a pause there. You're supposed to go. But no, we all know why you're here. You're here for the same reason I'm here, the same reason everyone else is here. Because we know that Americans do best when they are most free. We know that we do best when we aren't being robbed, when we are allowed to do the things that we need to do, when we aren't hampered and burdened with barriers, regulations, and taxes, and mandates, and a bunch of other nonsense that doesn't help anyone and just unnecessarily makes your life hard. We know that Republicans and Democrats have worked together every single day for the past 160 plus years to rob you of your power, to rob you of your freedom, and of course to rob you of your money, to benefit themselves and to benefit those billionaire cronies that help put them in office. And we know that the only way we're going to fix the problems that they created is to take all that power and freedom and money back and put it back in your hands where it always belonged. That's why we're libertarians. That's why we're here today. That's why we're voting for Joe Jorgensen.
Yeah!
I'm not going to launch into a giant stump speech because you guys are eating, but I am happy to answer any questions anyone has. I can take a few questions and then we'll just hang out and meet, greet, fun kind of thing. So if anyone has any questions they want to ask, I'd be happy to answer.
What about the roads? Why do you hate roads?
I'm sorry. This was all a big misunderstanding. I never thought of the roads. They're just there. I never even.
So we can be your main contact, but I'm Chris Legini. I'm the state chair, and part of our thanks for actually showing up in our state. My pack, it's good. And so thank you for showing up.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Gifts. By the way, if you want to make me happy, gifts. It's probably illegal for me to ask you for gifts. It's probably illegal for a politician to ask for gifts, but I will not say no to gifts. Hey, man.
Yes, I have a question. My name is Terry Milleray. I'm with Yes, Yes, God Bless. Well, actually, 3 questions. Is it possible that we might be able to sue? Because I feel as though Trump having COVID, he has a new disease which may mess up his brain. And you don't want the leader of the country, with a messed up brain. Biden is a 47-year career politician, but his money, his net worth surpasses 100 million or somewhere around there. That's crooked. Okay? So Trump, ineligible, Biden, ineligible, and the Libertarian Party is being blacklisted. No Today Show, no The View, nothing. They gave Joe Jorgensen maybe 2 segments on Fox News, and they did not even talk about her after. So this is un-American, and I feel as though we should sue in some way if we can. And that's my question.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
The problem is who is it that we would be taking action against exactly is the problem. I know in the past we've tried lawsuits. In 2016 we sued the Commission on Presidential Debates, and the lawsuit, the judge ruled simultaneously that they were a private organization and that they were providing a necessary public broadcast service at the same time. So I guess the next step would be to sue the courts for that. Like I think really we need to look at the fact that the entire system is rigged against us, including the courts. There is a system that is built around theft and murder and cronyism. And it's a multi-trillion-dollar-a-year system that has a vested interest in not just fighting us, but trying to keep us completely ignored by the public. Make sure that as few people as possible know about us. And we all know why that is. Because when we are able to share ideas with the public, they often come to our side pretty quickly. Because half of Americans already don't vote. They've already taken that first step of realizing that they're never going to get what they want from Republicans or Democrats. There's only one step left there. Show them that there's an actual viable option. We know why Joe wasn't on that debate stage for the same reason I wasn't in the debates with Mike Pence and Kamala Harris. If there had been an actual sane adult there who was able to form a coherent sentence, they could actually show how those other 2 clowns and their policies led us to the outcomes we're facing now. And our common sense libertarian solutions wouldn't necessarily fix those problems. Not only would they be voting for Joe Jorgensen to be a libertarian across the ballot in every state, but they'd probably never vote Democrat another day in their lives. So they're doing everything they can to shut us out for one very simple reason. They know that when we get into office, when Joe is in the White House, when libertarians who are running up and down the ballot across the country get into office, their days are over. Their days of being too big to fail during this recession, where they've been given trillions of dollars, while the rest of you are told to stay home, while you lose your homes, lose your jobs, lose everything that you've been working for years and decades, that's all over. Their days of being able to saunter into Capitol Hill and stake local capitals around the country and write themselves blank checks that you have to pay off for the interest for decades, that's all over. Their days of them being able to write regulatory structures and burdens that they know will shut out all their smaller competitors, leaving just them to be able to provide service to you, all that nonsense is over. They'll have to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and live within their means, like they've been telling the rest of you all to do, while they steal trillions of dollars from you every year. So, with that said, I don't know that there's an effective way to use or leverage their system to try to stop them. I believe we have to build our own thing. That's why Joe and I did this tour around the country. That's why we visited something like 47 states. That's why I myself have visited something like 35 states, because this is a grassroots movement.